Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I am doing Tears of the Kingdom fan art because I've been obsessed with this game for a while. I'm not going to spoil anything about the game. There won't be any spoilers in this video. But yeah, so I have done two art pieces that have taken their inspiration from this game. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be drawing in this video. If you guys like this video and you like seeing me do Tears of the Kingdom fan art, there's a link right there to another video that I did that is also Tears of the Kingdom fan art. It's about drawing the Yigas, which is a group of evil people basically in Tears of the Kingdom. But yeah, if you guys have played Tears of the Kingdom, drop it down in the comments below, let me know, and yeah, let's jump into the drawing. Okay, so this first piece I actually made a while ago. It was actually while I was trying to do some artwork for one of my other videos. It was my drawing whatever the heck I want video. If you guys want to watch it, there will be the link in the top right corner. And when I was trying to make artwork for that video, I made this piece of artwork, but I decided to save it for a different video and save it for a Tears of the Kingdom fan art video because I was planning on making one. But why it's so late is because I wanted to have some inspiration, you know. I wanted to be inspired by something in the game and not do just some random artwork because I needed artwork for my video, you know. I wanted it to be something that I actually wanted to do, you know. So that's why I made this one way back then, and I didn't post this video until now. So if you guys were wondering. And yeah, that is the first artwork. I know it's definitely not my top quality artwork because like I said, as I was drawing it, I knew that I wasn't going to be actually putting in the video, so I was kind of half-heartedly doing it, and it was kind of just for fun, just to get warmed up. So that is the first artwork, and here we are with my second artwork, and this one I actually did yesterday. And this one, I was going into it, I had the idea of doing this dramatic Link is there with his sword drawn, he's facing the camera, and there's the malice, because if you've ever played Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, there's these every couple of days in the game, game days, not actual days. There will be a blood moon where all the monsters will basically just get resurrected, and it has all this red smoke and stuff that floats through the air, and there's this red moon. So I was thinking that would be the background of this eerie setting. There's the red moon behind him, and there's all the red tendrils of smoke, and he's gritting his teeth, you know, staring at the camera, typical hero pose, I guess. And it didn't turn out exactly like that, but I like how it turned out. So for the pose, as you can see, I have my reference photo for the pose, and I actually use this one, I don't know if it's an app, this thing called Just Sketch Me. If you look up on Safari or Google or whatever, just look up Just Sketch Me. It's this super useful tool, and it's completely free. It's absolutely free. So basically, it's just with the free version, you can do a female, a male, and then a female teen, a male teen, a female tween, a male tween, and a female boy. A female girl, little girl, and then a male little boy. And then you can do a baby, and then that's basically what they don't let you have any other things to pose. But even with that, it's super useful. Like you can see, basically you can just pose their joints however you want, and then you can like drag the camera around, and then you can just take it. You have to have the upgraded payable version to like export the photo, but what you can do is just take a screenshot and then use that as your reference, which is what I did. Yeah, I highly suggest, if you are having trouble finding reference photos for poses that you want to do like just on the internet, Just Sketch Me is a very useful tool that you can use to get pretty much any pose. It does take a while to like adjust the mannequin to like the right pose, and it can be a little bit stiff, look a little bit stiff sometimes. But if you can't find a reference photo, I highly suggest using Just Sketch Me, because it's super versatile and super useful. For this artwork, I did something a little bit different. Instead of using the pencil and doing very minimal lines, this one I was determined to do like very detail oriented on the like clothing, because a lot of the times in a lot of my artworks I just kind of roughly do the shapes. I don't really spend a lot of time on the clothing. This time I used basically a pen brush and did all the details on the clothing, and it's not as like wait, dude, the word just went out of my mind. It's not as finished looking, I guess, as like actual line art, but it's the closest you're gonna get to line art in my pictures. So yeah. Usually I don't do line art. If you guys have watched any of my other videos, usually I just do a pencil like sketch, and then I go over that with another pencil sketch and just only keep the most essential lines basically, and I just go in and define everything with like in the coloring painting stage. So yeah, I didn't play the game enough to actually memorize what the clothing looks like, because when you're playing the game, you don't pay attention to what the character's clothing looks like. So I have the reference for his clothing, which is kind of like his iconic, like the clothing he wears most of the time, because there's a lot of different armor sets. I decided to put him in that one because it just seemed the most iconic. And I guess the most iconic would be like his green outfit from like all the other games, but in Breath of the Wild and in Tears of the Kingdom, that's kind of like the outfit that he wears when you don't get to control him, like in the cutscenes. And then I have another reference photo just for his hairstyle, because I didn't know what his hair looked like. I knew it like had bangs, a little bit of bangs, had these like little swooshy things, and was like long in the back, but I didn't know exactly what it looked like, so I have a reference photo for that. And in the coloring stage, first I just blocked out the big sections of color and the shadows. I forgot that that's not actually his neck. He has like a turtleneck, so that's why I deleted that shadow. But yeah, right now I'm just shading all the skin, because usually what I do is I block in the solid colors for the skin, shade it, and then do the solid colors for like the hair, the clothing, and everything like that. And then I'll go back and do the shading for the hair and the clothing. Actually, usually I do the shading for the hair around last. Most of the time, though, the thing that I do very last is the eyes. I'll do like the eyes and render the pupils and the whites of the eyes and stuff. I had a super fun time doing this artwork. Although it didn't turn out how I wanted it to turn out, I think it still turned out good. Funny story, I actually had to redo the background like a million different times. No, I only redid the background like 3 times. But it just wasn't looking how I wanted it to look, because the first time I did the background on the same layer as all the other coloring, so I couldn't blur it, which is what I usually do. I blur the background, but I did on the same layer as coloring, so I couldn't just blur it. So I had to erase it and redo it, but then I didn't look like how that looked. So then I had to do it again. And as you can see, I did like a red rim light to kind of give it that dramatic lighting, you know. And right here, like I said, I saved the eyes for last. But yeah, that is the second piece of fan art that I did. I hope you guys like it. I also hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you guys like my content and want to support me, some of the ways you can do that are to like this video and to subscribe to my channel and watch my other videos. Share the videos with your friends if you want to. And yeah, thanks for watching this video. Peace out.